Hello everyone. So today we will be discussing some resume building tips or some tips to develop your resume so that you can get a better opportunity as a fresher or a student in the life sciences biotechnology industry or something other. It will be applicable for all type of jobs. So today we will discuss some of the points that will be beneficial to you and make your resume a little more impactful and stand out among the others, because for a single job today there are thousands of applications that are received and only some will make a better impact uh, for the recruiter or the HR who is recruiting. He have a particular mindset, so it is not that every resume he is going to look. He will only look upon some resumes that he find interesting. Okay, सो आज हम लोग थोड़ा डिटेल में डिस्कस करने वाले हैं कि रिज्यूम को किस तरह डिज़ाइन करना है, किस तरह क्या पॉइंट्स रखने हैं हम लोगों को. ओके, सो वी विल मिक्स अप हिंदी इंग्लिश बोथ. इट विल बी कन्वीनियंट फॉर एवरीवन to get a better understanding of what we will be discussing today. So this is the first slide here. What it is often difficult to get a job in biotechnology. Okay, I've written this like it is actually very difficult for a fresher to get a job in industry as a fresher. Okay, so the most important part, first we will discuss the most important part of resume. What according to you is the most important part? For a HR or a recruiter, he is going to see your personal details, your summary or the objective that you have written. Is it creating an impact on his mind? Is he going to further look upon your resume? It only takes 10 to 20 seconds to make up a mind that he is going to further see your resume or not. So some points we can keep in mind that will help us to create some impact. So first point in this is don't give it a generic name. So what we do basically, we make a resume, we write the heading like resume or a CV, and we start our name, address, gender and all like that. Okay, so don't name your resume like CV or resume. Just start it by your name and your name. Okay, it must be the most highlighted part on the top of your resume. Don't write irrelevant part like I've said, marital status, you're married, unmarried, okay, your age. So your name will must be highlighted in the very first part. Now you must understand the requirement of the job or the profile that the other person, the recruiter, the HR is looking for. You must apply for it accordingly. Like if he is looking for a job role in production, your resume must focus on the production part. If he is looking for a research and development, your resume must focus on the resume and development part. It must be optimized accordingly. Don't try to make it colorful, very colorful, graphical. No one cares of the design that you are giving to the resume. No one gives very much importance to the fonts, the particular thing that you are looking for. If you are applying for a graphical artist position or graphical designer, that you can showcase some of your skills over there. But for industrial job in biotechnology, it is not very important. Okay. Now the summary or the objective. Both of the things are very much different. You must try to put your summary in the resume as a fresher. As a fresher, you must try to write a summary. What is summary? Summary is something that tells your academic qualification, some skills and knowledge that you possess. Okay, clear objective in your mind, what you are looking for is best for you to write. Now the objective, it is a very long term scenario, like an experienced person, what he have done, what he is looking for in his career growth, what is his expectations, okay, what he have done, what he will be doing, that all. It does not very much create an impact for a fresher. As a fresher, you must try to write a brief summary about yourself, and the summary also must be optimized as per the requirement of the job. You have to optimize it for different job role. Like, no, you have written a summary that I am interested, I have done my BTech, MTech or BSc, MSc in a particular position, particular background, and I am looking for a job role in quality control or a quality assurance, and I will be very in I am very much interested in particular job role, etc. And you send the same resume for research and development, for some other purpose. So it is mostly done, you use the same resume for different purpose. No, you must optimize it accordingly. So your optimization will help yourself to get a better opportunity. Okay, now the next thing is, you must try to be very clear about the position role that you are interested in. Like, you are interested in the quality control, you must be very much clear that what is quality control, what is being done there, what all things you will be doing there, and what are your skills and qualifications that matches for the particular job role. So what are the main things you must highlight? It is who you are, okay, basically introduction about yourself, your qualification, what you've done, and why they should hire you. So it is very important, it is very important, like why they should hire you. They must know that, oh, what is something different in you, so that they must hire you. Okay, if you are applying in a far away position, mm, like it is very far away from home, so one thing you can add, one more thing you can add is, you can give a address something near about, because they find for most of time, they find for some of the times also, they find for employees that are near to the position, near to the location. Okay, if there is someone, no one relative or friend, you can write their address. Like, if you are from Delhi and you're applying for a job in Mumbai, someone known in Mumbai, you can write their address, not the address, location, you can write directly Mumbai. Okay, uh, just some of the points you can make very much clear in your mind. Okay, so these are points you must keep in your mind. Okay, now creating a job specific resume. Your resume that you are creating, it must be very much job specific. For different job role, you must create different type of resume. You have to edit something or the other for variety of purposes. Like, if you are applying for research and development, you have to highlight the research part, what you have done, specific projects or some research trainings, internships that you have done, that matches the particular job profile. So you all know the ATS, applicant tracking system. Most of the companies, big companies mostly, use the ATS for uh, getting the best resumes that suits them. Like, if a particular company gets 1000 resume, the ATS will separate out 100 resumes, and the HR will look at most 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 or 100 resume as per his her wish. Okay, so for the ATS, the keyword play the main role. Your keyword must be very specific to that particular job profile. Like, important comes first. Like, the important thing that you must highlight should be in the from the very beginning. Like, you are applying for a post of bioinformatician, and the qualification required is PhD in bioinformatics. So the particular resume that you are creating, in the summary part you can write that I have done my PhD in bioinformatics, and that all skills and qualification I have, that will be matching the particular job profile. So it will be very much that the resume is going to be shortlisted, and the further part of the resume will decide whether it will be shortlisted or not, and what is your profile, does it match the requirement or not. So this is the first part. Use relevant keywords that match the job. The keywords, like we have discussed, like for the post of bioinformatician, the bioinformatics, okay, the terms in bioinformatics like docking, ligand, and many things like that are specific to the job role. You must see the job role and decide the keyword accordingly. If there are more keywords, the resume, the chances is that the ATS will figure out that the resume is most likely to be placed in top 10, top 5, top 100 accordingly, according to the particular keyword. And if it got placed in top 10, top 5, it is most probably possible that you will get an interview call, or you will be called for a call, you will get a call up for the particular interview or job. It is more like that. Okay, so targeted resume for different job, like we create a resume, a generic resume, and we use it everywhere. So it is not the way to use. You must create different resume, different, you must create something different, like you have to edit for different jobs. It is not that you are using that resume and you are going to use that resume for years or for months. You are applying with the same resume, not knowing the mistakes you are doing there. you, it is possible that your first part, your personal details, is not catchy, I mean it is not relevant. You use like email address, you are using your age, martial status, that all that is not required. Your passport size photograph, no one is interested in looking at it. Okay, it is not the way to create. I have already discussed the first part, how it should be. uh, After that, mention the position you are applying for. Like you, someone is calling applications in his or email ID for a particular job, so you must keep the subject, the job role, your name. Okay, you have to mention the position. If you are not mentioning the position, how will he know that you are applying for a particular job? It will create a very bad impact at the first sight. It is probably you will get rejected over there. Okay, and the basic information, the objective, your first objective part, summary part, it must be interesting. Okay, to move ahead, the HR will only look at the summary. The summary, if it is very interesting, it is catchy, it convinces him or to that this is the good right person for the job, he will move with your resume further. He will see like the more part, what is your education, qualification, skills, soft skill, technical skills, and all. Okay, if it is not, most probably he will take 20 to 30 seconds to move up with your resume. He will see another resume, another candidate. So there is a difference between resume and a CV. What do you think is the difference between resume and a CV? We apply with a resume or a CV? CV is basically used for academic purpose. It is mostly used in academia. Okay, and the resume is used in jobs, basically mostly in jobs. Generally the resume is of 1 to 2 pages because it highlights the most important parts and the required part in short. It is not in very much detail. CV generally have 3 to 10 pages. It is broad elaboration of your, mainly of your career history or a career qualification, like that. Okay, and in resume only relevant points are to be added. You have to point only relevant points that are relevant to the job, the profile, or the job you are searching for. In CV, the points are in detail. Like you have done a research, you have done a research on a particular topic, you have published a paper, you are going to discuss it in detail, brief summary, what was the objective, what you have done, what was the outcome, how the outcome was useful. So that is discussing in detail. You have to not discuss in detail about in the resume. The resume, the interview will decide what you are going to get job or not. Okay, so shortlisting of resume is important. The communication skills and the way you connect with the HR, way you talk, way you convince him, that is a different part. Communication skill come after your resume is shortlisted. First of all, your resume must be shortlisted so that you can move ahead with next steps in the industry, in the job. Okay, so experience, education, and skills must be mentioned in your resume. And the CV we all discussed, it mainly focus on the career history. What is your qualification? No, what is not your qualification? What you have done in your career, like you have done BSc, MSc, PhD. So what were your projection MSc, what you have done in that, in PhD, what you have done, what was your objective, what was summary, research paper, what all you have published, what were their objective, what were the results, and were they published in a journal, UGC approved journal, Scopus, SCI. It creates a different impact. CV is for something like you're going for a postdoc, you're going for a PhD. Okay, that is something you have to create a CV in detail. Okay, now writing email for jobs. most of most of the freshers, most of the students, they write email to, they get a particular email ID of the company of a HR or something, and they directly send email, attach their resume, send it. So this is not the right way. The most important thing is the subject. You mention the subject very properly. If you're applying for a particular job, name the post applying for, your name plus the job role you are applying for, like that. There are different ways we will discuss in later videos also in detail. We are discussing it in short here. Write the content very carefully. If you write the content very specific to the particular job or the company that you are interested in, it is most probable that you probability that you will get the chance of an interview or a call, something like that. Okay, you have to convince the recruiter that you are the best for the desired job role. For that, you have to optimize your resume. Like we discussed, the first and the summary part, it is the most important. It will create an impact on the HR or the recruiter. The first two part they will see, and they will decide, okay, this person is qualified in microbiology and she is applying for this. So they will create an mind that no, we will not moving it forward. So they will, even if your qualification is not fit for the job, you have to create an impact in the first part object summary, like you are having the skills qualification to do the particular job. Sometimes it is not the qualification that you get that will get you a job. Sometimes it will be the skills, your communication skills, your writing skills, and your way of connection that will get you a job. And there are different ways to connect with company professionals, HRs, recruiters, top management. LinkedIn is one of the way, it is one of the best way, professional way to connect with them. And believe me, if you are doing a great networking, you are making a network, it will help you in a long run to get a good job, a job that you want. Okay, now the ATS we have discussed here, applicant tracking system, it mainly focuses on the keywords. The keywords is of the interest of particular job. So the ATS will keep your resume on the top list, or you will, if it is not having the keywords, it will move your resume back to the last point. No HR recruiter will even see it. They will not even shortlist it. Say different ways to apply for online for job, the ATS and online job applications, HR perspective. This is something we will discuss in much detail in the coming videos. So if this video was little impactful, little helpful for you, please do share it and subscribe to the channel so that we can come up with more videos, more informative things. Your support, and that is all we need for growing and making good and more impactful content for you. Please share down your comments as well. We will try to answer all of them. We will obviously answer all of them. And please do subscribe. Thank you.